It is football season once again. Sports fans are gearing up for all the action. There's a growing warning from the Better Business Bureau about a dangerous trend of fake online gambling sites. Now, whether it's a fantasy league, a betting app, or a sports book promotion, scammers are finding new ways to cash in. So joining us today to break it all down is Lachelle Yates with the Better Business Bureau. Okay, so Lachelle, sports betting been legal now in North Carolina for a bit, but that doesn't mean that it's risk-free.
It does not. More and more states like North Carolina are legalizing gambling. So BBB decided to study the issues surrounding sports betting. And we found that reports to bbb.org/scam tracker about sports betting have more than doubled from 23 to 24. And here's how a typical problem around sports betting usually plays out. You're wanting to place a bet, and so you decide to search online for reports about betting services. You find a website or an app that looks really trustworthy. A lot of times they're offering really enticing offers or bonuses, something like make an initial bet risk-free. So you place your bet and everything seems normal. But as soon as you try to cash out your winning, you can't withdraw a cent. The website will make up various excuses. Sometimes it's technical issues, or it could be that you violated a policy, so they close your account and seize your money. Or they may make you deposit more money before you can withdraw your winnings. But whatever you do, you never get your money. Now, sometimes you run into a true scam. The site is set up strictly to seize your money. Other times you run into something that we call a gray market sportsbook. It's a business, but it's set up out of the country, overseas somewhere, or they don't have a license to do business in North Carolina. So if you run into a problem, ultimately you're going to have very little recourse to get your money back.
All right, so that's key, right? For you to be protected, the gambling site has to be licensed in our state. But I think to myself, how do you even know that is happening?
The state makes it very easy. You can go to the State Lottery Commission's website, and that is ncgaming.gov. And they have a whole list of the betting websites that are legal to do business in North Carolina. And again, that's ncgaming.gov.
And so, maybe look at that before you're going to place your bet, especially if it's one that you have not heard of before, you have not used before, that kind of thing. And they're offering like that free money for this first weekend or whatever.
Absolutely. You want to check the business out. Look at their complaints, look at their reviews. Go to bbb.org and look for that information. Also look to see if they're an accredited business, because you will see businesses that you've heard of. They will have some complaints. So you want to check to see what other people are saying.
All right. Many gambling sites and apps, they often offer incentives or bonuses to users around major events like this that really sucks people in.
They do. You want to make sure that you read the terms and conditions and really understand what you're signing up for, because the last thing you want is a surprise and not get that big payoff that you were hoping for.
All right, so this is just one of the many things that the BBB looks at on their scam tracker. People can go on there and see and read about all kinds of things that are happening nationwide.
Yes, and right here in North Carolina as well. People report all kinds of scams. You have phishing scams where people are trying to get money from fake vehicle warning notices, or employment scams. You name it, it is going to be on there. And they also report about online shopping scams for websites where they've made a purchase and they never receive the product, or they receive a counterfeit product. It is a great tool. If you go online and you look to do business with a company you have never done business with before, go to bbb.org/scam tracker, see if the company is listed there. You can put in the name of the business, check it out there. If you don't see it there, go to bbb.org and look to see if the business is listed there as well. But you can also look by phone number, look by business name, or if you get a call and somebody just leaves a name but no business name. We get a lot of calls like that now. You can also put in that person's name and see if the scam comes up.
Yeah, that's really helpful because they do different iterations. Now, BBB, twofold. A, they want to warn you about scams and things of that nature. But B, they also want to be the resource for when you are doing business with any kind of legitimate business, whether that's a tree service or a roofing company or whatever, that you guys are a resource for them to figure out what kind of company do I want to do business with?
Absolutely. If you have a business in mind, you can go to bbb.org, and right on the homepage, there's a find button. You can put in that company's name and you can look at their business profile. It will tell you if the business is accredited, which means we've checked them out. If they're in an industry that needs a license, if they're accredited, we make sure they have a license. We've done a criminal background check on the business. And they've pledged to be honest and transparent and be a good business with you. If they're not accredited, you can look to see if they have complaints and customer reviews. Look at their letter grade. That will help you to decide if you want to do business with them. Or you can come to bbb.org and find a business in a certain category and just put in the category plumbing or electrician, and it will give you a list of businesses. And you can search by just an accredited business because you know you want to do business with a trustworthy business that has the sign of a Better Business. Or you can get a list of all the businesses, and you can sort it by geography close to you or whatever.
Gotcha.
But yeah, we want to present, information about all businesses, but certainly trustworthy businesses.
All right, great information, not only for the scams, but the businesses you actually want to hire. Thank you so much, Lachelle. If you need this information again, it's going to be in the 2 Wants to Know section of our website. We're going to get caught up on the forecast.